Hey, remember this?
My mayor Muslim, my bagel's Jewish, my Christian Dior, Knicks.
And this?
Jalen Brunson, 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 Jalen Brunson. All right, 40,000. Okay.
Where a Knicks fan attempted to say Jalen Brunson 100,000 times on a YouTube live stream. What if I told you these moments were being hijacked by some very problematic companies with this guy?
Едет, watch him.
Being named strategic advisor to both, meaning he directly benefits from so-called prediction markets and their growth, and a company funded by this guy.
So what do you think about the use of artificial intelligence or lavender by the IDF in identifying Hamas targets? And secondly, do you agree with Elon Musk about that the population decline is a risk for humanity?
Look, I'm not, without going into all the details,
Do you think this shooter is a hero? What would you say to them?
It's. I don't know what to say. I think I still think you should try to make an argument, and I think this is you should, there may be things wrong with our healthcare system, but you have to make an argument, and you have to try to find a way to convince people and change it by that, and this is not going to work.
They are infecting the masses, specifically, but not limited to, the world of sports. For example, this guy in the first video, 23-year-old MD Anhaf Hussein. That clip was elevated to stardom by one account on Twitter, because we don't call it X, which of course, that account is a Kalshi partner. Nonetheless, Hussein did a follow-up interview with the company.
My mayor Muslim, my bagel's Jewish, my Christian
I woke up the next morning and all my friends are sending it to me, and I'm just like, holy crap. I'm a Knicks fan from New York City. On Wednesday night, after that final buzzer rang, I ran out into MSG and I knew it was time to celebrate. There's people bringing Brunson paintings out into the streets. There's people dancing, and I see Kalshi's iconic green mic. And I really wanted to bring people together with what I was saying, and that's what came to my head. It really feels surreal to see my words connecting to people, and it's so awesome to bring unity into one of the most diverse cities in the world.
And what do you know?
What you want to say? I got 4 things I want to say right now. No. My mayor's still Muslim. Yeah. My bagel's still Jewish. The Pope's on our side. Knicks and fire.
There he was, creating yet another viral moment with a custom Knicks jersey featuring the Kalshi logo. Thus, here's where this entire tale takes a turn. The first clip of Hussein was posted on June 4th. Keep that in mind. Pretty important here. He would say that, quote, he just started riffing. No, it would catch on, okay?
I'm New York City Council member Shekhar Krishnan from Jackson Heights, Queens. We got Queens in the house. And here's what's up. We outside in Flushing Meadows. The Knicks are winning. We got great music tonight. So good ball.
I got one thing for you. My mayor, Muslim, my bagel, Jewish, my Christian Dior, Knicks in 4!
While all is well and good, first things first. The viral quote that Hussein riffed was not spur of the moment from the main subject. Rather, it appears it was stolen. That message originated from a tweet back in late May. The iconic green mic quote that he had, cap. How iconic. In what world? They've been around for a few years. Kalshi has been rolling out a content strategy, though, of firstly utilizing AI. Here is Joe Biden in a football helmet, Polymarket once more, where Donald Trump Jr. serves as a strategic advisor to the company, has gone further. One example on Instagram is with Angel Reese and Wendell Carter. They're a couple, so thus there is no need for this. Grady Dick, a player out of Kansas that suits up for the Toronto Raptors, also was a victim of Polymarket's social media team. They had one on Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic and even Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Both of these, let me be clear, are flat out awful. Also, remember this?
No way, bro. No way. I don't want to get down.
You guys got plastic? Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Did it hit you? I had absolutely nothing to say.
Oh, look out.
Well, that disgusting episode in women's sports history, Polymarket would latch on to it. Breaking no bag policy has been implemented for tonight's WNBA game in an attempt to crack down on dildo throwers. Let me be clear, this never happened. They lied. The follow-up tweet right underneath it would read, 17% chance it still happens. Again, these are in the business of being prediction markets. What exactly are they?
Prediction markets. They are websites that, for some reason, exist. When you go to one, you'll find an infinite scroll of real-world events and their possible outcomes on which you can bet your hard-earned inheritance. Events like who will Donald Trump talk to in February? Logan Paul first edition Charizard sale price? Will Jesus Christ return before 2027? And when the U.S. will strike Iran? But to this unholy list of questions, I'd like to add one of my own. Why is this allowed?
Prediction market companies like Polymarket and Kalshi are each worth tens of billions of dollars, apparently, while promising a better way to forecast this reality and actually predict what's going to happen next. Is the United States going to invade Venezuela?
Yes.
Or will Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, will her press briefing last 65 minutes?
Thank you all very much. It's great to be back with you.
And very conspicuously, and this speaks to the whole, like, what the is really happening here dynamic, she left the room seconds before the press briefing hit 65 minutes.
Yes.
And so if all of this just feels apocalyptic to you, I get it.
The CEO of Polymarket would say this.
It's a site where you can basically bet on current events. Some sort of question about the future, like an election. And as a result, when a ton of people are betting, you get the betting odds, which basically tell you how likely each outcome is.
And how accurate is it?
It's the most accurate thing we have as mankind right now.
But there is a very dark side to these businesses.
For these markets to be truth machines, to get the most accurate predictions, they actually kind of need insider trading. Take a look at this market, for example. What will happen before the video game Grand Theft Auto 6 is released? A lot of people know the answer to these questions. People who work on Drake or Rihanna's teams, or who work for their record labels. Maybe you work at OpenAI and you know the release date for GPT-6. You should probably place a big bet and get some money for that knowledge. The markets are meant to price the probability of the event, so they incentivize people who have high conviction, people who have insider information, to come collect their bounty by placing big bets on sure things. Placing these bets pushes the market probability in the right direction, making the prediction market more accurate because you know the answer. But it also means, in a lot of cases, these markets are inherently unfair.
There's been advocates, including Polymarket CEO, that insider information gets us to the truth or gets us to more accurate probabilities. And honestly, not wrong. If that's the goal of a prediction market, you actually want insiders trading into it.
A great example of this, former leader of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro.
A U.S. Special Forces soldier who was involved in the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has been arrested and is facing 5 criminal charges. Prosecutors allege that Master Sergeant, his name is Gannon Ken Van Dyke, bet on the operation and won $400,000 in profits. They claim he opened an account in late December on Polymarket, which is an online prediction market, placed about $32,000 on a long shot bet that Maduro would be out by January. He allegedly made 13 bets in the days before the capture. Now the case is raising questions about insider trading on prediction markets on the Iran war.
60 Minutes would go on to report that Van Dyke made over $400,000, then tried deleting his Polymarket account. Another humongous finding. This via 60 Minutes once more.
Based in Paris, Nicholas Weiman's small data analytics firm Bubble Maps creates visualizations of bets on Polymarket to spot bubbles or clusters of suspect traders.
This big cluster in the middle, no one talked about it.
They shared for the first time what they believe is a more egregious insider trading case than Gannon Ken Van Dyke's.
We spotted 9 Polymarket accounts, all connected, who made collectively $2.4 million, betting almost exclusively on U.S. military operations. Van Dyke made $400,000, here $2.4 million. And now here's the crazy part. 98% win rate.
Wait.
98%.
This is like winning the lottery multiple times.
With all that being said, let's go further on how they utilize social media in order to not only promote these prediction markets, but also, in a way, up their own revenue and name recognition via Front Office Sports. Both companies pay affiliate accounts on Twitter for engagement farming, a strategy that has gotten both in trouble in 2 of the more high-profile incidents for racism toward Indians. And after Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland had his apartment raided by the feds, 2 Kalshi employees DM'd former NFL player Antonio Brown, instructing him to retweet a photo of the CEO and say this N-word seemed guilty. Brown, via Front Office Sports, complied. It has been established that they also deeply peddle in misinformation. Emma Vance, who has a Polymarket Sports affiliate badge, describes herself as lead Polymarket reporter. She's had a number of fake sports news posts go viral, including that Giannis Antetokounmpo requested a trade, and another that said the Steelers were exploring trade options for Mike Tomlin when he was head coach. Then there is, by the way, let me go back to something real quick. Giannis Antetokounmpo is involved directly with Kalshi. That is another humongous red flag. Humongous, and yet we're just allowing it. That should not be. Continuing. Another account goes by Scott Hughes CBB, claims to be a reporter. They are not. What are some of Hughes's biggest hits? Bonnie's GM Adrian Wojnarowski was ejected from a game for, quote, berating the officials. It didn't happen. Kentucky head coach Mark Pope made a molestation joke and a presser. Didn't happen. Michigan State hoops player Jeremy Fears has special needs. Not true. The account's bio says he's a credentialed men's college basketball reporter and that he's worked for SI and 24/7 Sports, rather. He is not and has not. Simply put, all the reasons are why I have my suspicions of just how organic this incident was, and you absolutely should too. What just drives me insane is seeing that these prediction markets might be predictions to some, but they are calculated bets. that are placed by people with inside information that are winning big. And I would just even venture to say, even if these companies are on the side of the Trump administration and in a way buying their way into having federal approval or just being completely pushed to the side and not of any importance to the feds by having Donald Trump Jr. on their board as a strategic advisor, et cetera, et cetera. What really just gets me is you think Donald Trump Jr. or people who know Donald Trump Jr. are not going to be placing bets with the inside information that they have? We have already seen how the rule books have been thrown out. Donald Trump even said in this go-around he felt like he didn't take advantage of it enough in the first, and he's going to do even more in the second. We can't be this gullible. We can't be this obtuse internally. We need to pedal in logic, and we need to understand that the prediction markets are for those in the know, and those are the folks that are going to win.